You want to talk about Paul McCartney?
What about him?
This is actually a fun one. This is a fun conspiracy. That's not a...
Of course there's a conspiracy about Paul McCartney.
So he, right before, what's it called?
Beatles?
Yeah, right before the Beatles. No, the Sgt. Pepper came out. He got into a car crash, and the belief at the time was that he died in the car crash. And then shortly after the car crash, their producer George Martin put out like a challenge for a Paul McCartney. No, that's George R.
I don't know.
He put out like a competition, a Paul McCartney lookalike competition, and so a lot of people connected the dots. Paul McCartney died in that car crash. He was decapitated. They say this was very graphic, and the just as like the Beatles were starting to take off, and so they needed to make some money off of this, and you know they couldn't. They were going to lose out on a ton of money if Paul was dead. So they hold this Paul lookalike competition so they can find this guy. His name is Billy something, and
name is identified.
Yeah, Billy, and they replace Paul with this guy. And there's like all sorts of like things. If you play a song on the album backwards, they say Paul is dead, miss him. There's like allusions in the album covers. Paul isn't wearing shoes in the Abbey Road album cover, and so that means that he's dead. There's all sorts of different things that they say.
That's a fun one.
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
And now, ironically, he's one of the only Beatles still alive.
Right. They just like grew a new Paul.
Yeah, they could have just grown a new Paul, or the
like they saved his brain and just like put it in like a clone.
Yeah. It is weird the song where you play it backwards and they say Paul is dead.
It could be a coincidence because there's so many things where it's just like, oh, if you play it backwards, it says this, but like you can interpret things backwards so many different ways. Like just like if you have expectation bias, you'll hear it.
Yeah, but the thing about the song,
I don't know, the Beatles were kind of revolutionary. I wouldn't be surprised if they did actually play around with like recording stuff backwards, and they were like, "This is the only way
this
to get
song,
this message out."
It's called I believe it's called Revolution Number 9, or maybe it's just called Number 9. But it's a really weird song. It's I can play it for you, some of it for you right now.
I mean, the Beatles made some very weird stuff.
This is like a very weird song. It's like like experimental song. This isn't like a normal.
It's more weird than their other weird songs.
The Beatles Number 9. Yeah, you haven't heard this?
Oh, they didn't even title it?
Revolution 9 is what it's called.
Right, copyright strike. This is already in reverse.
Yeah, so it's being played in reverse. It's just repeated, saying, vocals saying number 9. There's a lot of weird reverb going on.
Wait, is this actually a song?
This is the song, yeah, off of their White Album.
Okay, it does get songy. Dude, your phone's dead.
Yeah.
You should plug it in.
So this is, a lot of sounds, a lot of combinations of sounds. And then
if you play it backwards, you hear it forward and it says Paul's dead. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so let's look up the reverse. Beatles Number 9 backwards.
Because that's actually insane.
Let's listen to this.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
This is forward. I don't know why it's playing.
You're right. This is a lot weirder than like their weird songs.
I don't know. This isn't the Paul thing.
Just look up like Paul is dead. Beatles.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Beatles.
Revolution.
Paul is dead backwards. Let's see. Okay.
That's definitely not forward.
Okay, so it's a different song. So this is saying they reverse it and they says Paul took the wrong road. This is
Paul took the wrong road.
here we go. Okay, this is it says Paul is dead. We sing hallelujah.
Okay, I didn't hear.
Yeah,
that.
I didn't really hear that one too well. Let's see what this. That was forward. Let's see backward. So he says he never wore his shoes. We all knew he was dead, and that's a reference to him on the album cover not wearing shoes.
Which means that he's okay. No. When I heard Revolution 9, I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like this, because that seemed very deliberate. Like if they put it in that,
Yeah.
but I don't know about this.
All right, let's see.
Because like I'm not really
last
hearing.
one is.
I'm not picking up what they're putting down.
This says, Paul, we used to sing with you. We used to sing.
I don't hear that.
Um.
I hear me.
Okay, here we go.
I heard
This
miss
is-
him.
Yeah. Paul's a dead man. Miss him. Miss him. Miss him.
Honey on the man. Honey on the man. Honey on the man. Honey on the man. Honey on the man.
So, look, I mean, you know,
I think
jury's
those are-
still out.
Those are that's
Who
too
cares? He's
coincidental.
like 200 years old now. Like, doesn't matter. He's like talked about it a bunch too. So, and he's like he jokes about it. He's like, oh yeah, I am a dead man. Oh yes, like whatever. Who cares?
Oh, this is classy gentleman.
Yeah,
The Beatles were fucking funny.
they were. Like I would lean into that too if there was like conspiracy. But like whenever celebrities don't lean into something, it's like that's just gonna continue on the thing.
Yeah, no, it makes it worse.
Just to, Paul, admit that you died, and then we're like, oh, be happy, like relieved.
You think Bill Cosby should have leaned into it?
You should have.
Like, oh yeah,
oh,
no, I totaled. Come on.
We all were doing it.
Number one. Out of the number one Metro Comedy Podcast, Big Neil.